Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Raid Shadow Legends. In this video, I'm going to be covering the clan boss. This is a beginner's guide for players that are starting out in the game and making their way through the game content. And I'm going to cover why it's important to get into the clan boss fights really early on. And of course, in order to access the clan boss fight, you need to be part of a clan. It doesn't really matter what clan it is. If you're the only one in the clan, especially when you're starting out, you won't be accessing the harder fights, but you want to do the easy fight and the difficulty below that, or the next difficulty that you can access, simply because as you're leveling up, this is another source of good items that you can get, but also you can get something that is really amazing from here, and that is, of course, you can get some blue shards. I've seen that happen twice. It's definitely worth doing. Now obviously, when your clan defeats the clan boss, you will get double the rewards if I'm not mistaken, but I'm just going to show you exactly what happens. So I've already done the easy clan boss. You can do it on normal as well. I also farmed the normal one, and the idea here is you want to get yourself ranked in the damage. So when you click on the little box icon, you can see what damage is required for what sort of chest. You're basically aiming for the chest. Now on the easy, I can get the highest tier chest, which is definitely worth getting. So I can get the warrior chest, and that just means you have to do over 1.1 million damage to the boss. Very easy done. And the way to do this is to have 2 poisoners on your team, a healer and maybe some debuffers. You can do this quite easy mid game, and as you can see, I got a nice piece of gear there. Now normally if I don't like the stats on them, I sell them, but that is actually something that has got some good stats on it that I may use later on some sort of hero. So obviously, if you farm the easy and normal boss, as long as you achieve the minimum damage to the boss to get to the chest, then that's pretty much it. What this does, it gives you a chance for some good loot. It does give you a chance to get some shards out of it. As I've said, I have pulled some really nice shards from it. I believe they are the ancient shards, so I've pulled 2 or maybe 3 up to this point. I'm going to show you basically what happens and how I do it. I don't even bother controlling the team. I just have it on full auto, and on full auto my team and my lineup should deal anywhere in between 1.1 million damage to 1.4 million damage to the boss, which is well above what I need to get the chest. It does also give you a bit of an understanding of the boss mechanics and how it works, so you get to prepare for the later stages of the boss battles, where you might be in a better clan, or preparing for basically the end game content. It does not change that much in terms of the boss mechanics, but the boss just scales up in terms of damage, speed, and what it does. So generally it's the same fight, it's just a lot harder. Also, as you can see, I'm the only one farming it. I'm doing it because I like this. It's a good distraction from the grind of trying to level up your heroes, and there's a bit of a good reward to get at the end of it as well. I'm at a stage currently in the game where I'm farming both the easy and the hard clan boss for the chests, and as far as I know and understand, as you get to the harder versions of this boss, the rewards are better. As far as I understand and know it, once your clan has taken down a boss, you get double the rewards, or double the chances for rewards. Again, really good thing to do. As you can see, my team, bearing in mind that I'd say Kale and Elaine are some of the stronger champions out of my lineup due to the gear and the masteries and all the stuff that they have invested in them. They hit the hardest, and everything else just is pretty much a mashup of whatever leftover gear I had. Nothing too special on them. I didn't even upgrade the gear very much, so it's they're just playing a sustained role. So for example, Apothecary is a speed buff, so I want to hit the boss as many times as I can before he gets a turn. After a certain amount of turns, he will then increase the damage that he does, both on his single attacks as well as AoE attacks. And as you can see there, That's kind of what happened. I'm slowly going through the boss's abilities. Some of them are on cooldown, so you do want to play with this and learn the boss mechanics. It does help you for the later boss fights. So let's see how much we did. 1.23 million damage dealt. That's already given me the chest. I'm happy with that. Now I can carry on doing what other stuff that I want to do on the game. And at this point tomorrow, I should have a nice little chest waiting for me. What I get out of it is quite random. If I don't like the gear, the artifact, I can always sell it, and so it does help me with maintaining my silver. So let's talk about how soon do you want to start farming the clan boss. Well, really, I started farming the clan boss halfway through the hard campaign. By that point I acquired some decent champions and some okay gear, and really my advice is that you start farming the clan boss on easy and normal as early as you can. That just gives you that chance to get an ancient shard or an extra ancient shard and some decent gear that you may use later on. Whether you use it on your champion or whether you sell it, it's still good because you're getting something out of it. And as I said, it is a good distraction from the grind of the game. And in order to access the clan boss, you will need two things. One is to be in a clan, and the other one is to have keys that you can use. You will only be able to have 2 keys at any given time, so once you have the keys and are part of a clan, might as well use them, as they do regenerate. I think it's something along the lines of 1 key every 8 hours or something along the lines of that. So you definitely want to use those up and maybe gamble on getting something good out of that, as long as you can dish out the necessary damage to get the chest. With that being said and done, that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please do not forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.